So PSI for however many years, since '93, what we've been doing obviously is tire inflation, right? That's our brand, it's tire inflation. We keep tires inflated as we're moving down the road. So now the ask is hey, we appreciate keeping our tires full, but we also know that tires still have punctures or still other issues in the field. What tire specifically is having an issue? How do we start honing in and bettering this model to continue, for us, how do we continue to grow our brand and increase our tire efficiencies, and quite frankly have a true tire management platform and system internally. And so this team, what we do is we're responsible, obviously TPMS is a commodity, right? But how do we utilize that data to better financial propositions for our customers and make a better customer experience? And so at the end of the day, the goal is to take the data and increase tire efficiency and lower the operating costs. It's as simple as that. And we can start proving to these things on the data we're capturing to show you how that works. High level with this slide here, the simple statement is just all of our stuff works together. We like to keep it simple for our customers. So if you want to use cap sensors and external sensor on one set of assets and internal on another set of assets, it doesn't matter. It all works together. And at the end of the day, obviously you have these sensors that are located throughout the vehicle, but at the end of the day, we just want to get a copy of this tire information and this data set off the vehicle, get it into a cloud environment, and how that can be produced is, let's say by one of our various telematics partners that we're integrated with, through our own gateway, but at the end of the day, we strive to get all in the same place. And so when we get it to our databases, we can leave a copy with the telematics provider, so it can be on their UI. They can generate an alert if they want to. But what we're finding a lot of times is the telematics guys, they got 90 other fish to fry, right? They don't want to deal with tires. We deal with tires. So what we're doing is through API, we can now be this tire data engineering arm for everybody and ingest this information. But where it betters the customer experience is, let's say Carlos is my tire vendor and he's responsible for Atlanta, and I've got Steve responsible for San Antonio. The assets that are here in San Antonio, Carlos doesn't need to see the emails and all the information on. Steve does. And he can go out to the yard, instead of sticking 2,000 tires, he can just go out and say, here's my hit list every morning. I can generate my report. Bam, I got these 2 tires here, and Carlos has got 5 in Atlanta, and everybody's happy. That's the goal. So you have all this information coming in, right? Simple output methods is just our dashboard, right? This is something I can get into a little bit more, but what alerts are my location, what vehicles are moving that have underinflation or flat tires, that kind of thing. How do I start applying financial modeling to this, right? I can just now create filters. I want to filter by a truck and by location, right? So Dallas drove this many miles, Chicago, Seattle, and here's my buckets, right? Not a rocket science. Seattle needs to go review themselves. Let's go do some training there and focus on resources. Why are you all moving so much underinflated, not putting air in your tires? What part are we missing? Why is this way? And these other guys are, then you can start working your way back upstream to start bettering your processes. On the tire inflation side, I can have the same conversation. Why do I need tire inflation? Here's my cold pressure line here. This vehicle has it, everything's running above it. These are all running averages, these examples I'm fixing to give you. It's not hard to see. There's a sister vehicle, no tire inflation, and here's the averages that it had. This was, I think, a test of 25 and 25 on this fleet. This is another fleet, same exact story. 13% underinflated, this was a 2-month data grab at 15,000 miles and 17, right at cold pressure setting for those. And so now I can go work with my tire guy and say, what is that costing me? Like I can start applying what fuel economy decrease that I have. I'm running 10, 13% underinflated. And I can start applying numbers that what I lose in tire life, my fuel economy, wear and tear, all that stuff like that. I can do that. Let me jump over real quick on this side. Again, at the basic level of map. I know it doesn't seem very crazy to most people, but we use it so we can start focusing on what areas need to be improved on. What we can start literally scoring locations in shops by what's going on. Dashboard, same thing, flat tires. This guy, this is actually real time, so let's just say this is a demo count. What's going on? He's at 91 pounds. I can go look real quick. I can make a decision pretty quickly. you can look at the trend line down here, it's not going down anymore. It's like, he's stable, he's hovering, he's around 91, 92 pounds. I can make a quick decision to say, that guy I'm okay with, he's an hour from my terminal, let's just get him back into the terminal, we can fix it there, I don't need to pull on the side of the road. Obviously, if the pressure is declining, we got an issue. Couple things, I know they start yelling at me here pretty soon on getting out of here. Couple things to point out, everything's done over air. If you put a new sensor on, over air, no big deal, very simple. Same thing with low and high pressure settings. The other thing I want to point out before they kick me out here is this is what our digital thermal alert looks like. And why is that important? We can generate all sorts of graphs and all this, but this, I just keep this one up because I didn't have much time on wheel and heat. But let's say the red line here just spikes up here and starts going crazy, right? I can hover my mouse on that point right there and look at a timestamp and say, what happened at, yesterday or whatever it was at 10:24 this morning? Was the guy driving? Was I at a shop? I can look at my maintenance records. Did they do a wheeling job on it? Did he forget to put the lubricant back in? Is he driving? Did I have a brake chamber fail? Is he dragging his brake down the road? All that type of intelligence is what we're starting to focus on our side to really continue the data, our brand around the wheel end and the tire. That's what we're trying to do. So I know that was very quick, sorry. But happy to deep dive and answer any questions